So what is the goal of your garden? You know, once in a while I forget why I don't mark things. If you don't mark things, you're not disappointed when you don't get what's on that tag. Now I started on the outside edge, and as we're rolling them up, you want to check your runners. Because we got one here, but then underneath in the mulch, look at that. We got 3 right there. They're not very big, but these cook up. These are tasty. So you want to be checking your runners. I had talked about this earlier. You see how this all roots? They're able to get moisture way away from the main plant. But they can also produce a tuber under each one of those. So then again, what is your goal? Kind of a funny looking carrot. This came off of that seed tape. I didn't think we were going to get any carrots, but we got a funny looking one. The way I'm following these down, I think I am going to have to take the fork and kind of sift through here. And what makes it fun in the garden is you never know what you're going to get. And we do have critters out here, and I am going as organic as I can go. And when you do that, you're going to have some critters helping you, or hurting you as it were. I have found a couple vole trails and some indication that we've lost some potatoes. Won't know how many till we're done here. Well, it looks like I missed one the other day. It looks like I missed 2. Looks like I missed a little bitty one and a decent sized one. We've got a couple nice ones so far. Well, let's get back into it. Got 2. Not all lost. Yeah, I can feel a tunnel in there. That's a vole tunnel. Bigger than anything. Well, here's a round one. So if you get one mediocre harvest out of your sweet potato patch, don't give up. And see, that one's going off a runner. It's got a root going off of it. Never give up. You never know what you're going to find. Just keep digging. Well, it's sort of like fishing. You just about give up, and the nicest one of the day. That is wonderful. Well, my first 2 years I didn't get anything. Then we had a couple really bumper crops, then mediocre. I'm not disappointed, although it's always nice to have a bumper crop every year. And I want to thank Angela for the cup of coffee, because I definitely needed to go in the house and have a cup of coffee after that harvest. And if you start feeling bad, all you got to do is look up, and you got more beans than you can pick. So then what is your goal? My goal is to come out and grow things that taste good. And if I was growing to feed my family all year long, I'd spend a lot more time in the garden, and we'd do things a little different. One of my goals this year was to be able to come out, reach up over my head, and just pick beans. But they're everywhere. You definitely want to grow what you like to eat, and we do like to eat the beans. That's why we got 2 or 3 patches going. I also want to thank Tommy for the cup of coffee. Here in a little bit, as soon as I'm done harvesting tonight, I think I'm going to need to have that cup of coffee. Like I said, the hardest work you're ever going to do in a garden is harvest. Even when you got critters eating half your harvest. Maybe your goal is to make some really hot salsa, really hot chili. Maybe your goal is just to share with your friends. Get a little exercise, get a little sun. But I have to remind myself once in a while, the reason I don't mark things is that way I'm never disappointed. I've also been around long enough to know, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. You know, look at those crucias. I had 8 big ones. We wound up with 2. I've tried to trap that groundhog, and this thing is just loaded with reapers. Oh, there's a couple more scorpions. Let the rest of those get real red. Some of these are just about, they're almost ready, but not quite. It's not a bad little group of scorpions and reapers. Start getting some ghosts in there. Like I said, the hardest work you're ever going to do out here is harvest. I think that's a nice little batch. While we're back here, our dwarf okra are doing okay. That one, that'll have a day. Small purple okra. They never make it into the house. Now we did pick enough ghost peppers. Some of those will make it in the house. Some of them. You can do this too. Nothing like coming right out to the garden, picking fresh fruits and vegetables. I don't know what the big deal is. I don't think that's very hot at all. I'm not eating the seeds, but yeah. That's wonderful. I didn't know I had these out here. There's some kind of little melon. What do you think? I got one here. Looks like this one's split. Gonna have whoops. I bet we have volunteers of whatever that is. I'm not sure if this is the little Russian melon. It may be. But there you go. You just never know. Well, let's see what this tastes like. It's about ready to split open. I think it's ripe. Ooh. That tastes like a honeydew melon. Kind of cantaloupe tasting. I don't know. But these are darn good. Maybe it's because it says ripe. Kind of tastes like a cross between a cantaloupe and a honeydew melon. That is fabulous. I'll cut this one like normal and clean it up, see how much meat I can get out of it. That was really good. And surprise, I didn't even know it was out here. So then again, what is your goal? Is your goal to just have fun in the garden, grow some things that taste really good, experiment a little bit, grow a lot of one thing so you can it? And really, anytime you can present homemade salsa or relish or pickles during the holiday season, you'd be amazed at the smiles you get from your friends and family. And you know, when you really think about it, I believe what my goal is to be able to come out here, get great tasting food all summer long, have a little bit to go into winter, and this is my payment for tending his garden. Yeah, we've shared some with the bugs. Yeah, we've shared some with the furry critters. But like I've always said, this is not my garden. I just tend it. Now you can do this too. Till next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. I think I have to have another one of these ghost peppers. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.